Well, at the end of the day, well, he's making a point. Again, that's his point of view. I do not agree. Because, completely, I guess. Because YouTube is great. YouTube is great. I mean, YouTube, Vimeo, you name it, Daily Motion, etc. You have to be smart in what you do. The mindset, and we're talking about house music here, right? Because we thought you were referring those names, but they're not doing house music, they're doing the mainstream, even though now David Guetta has, no matter what you say about David Guetta, he has helped electronic music and house music. What, at the form that it has now, it's not the form, it's not what I would call house, but it is a house. It has a kick, whatever. You have to be smart. If you keep hating and talking crap about the guy, you're not gonna be moving. I'm doing deep underground house music and Afro, which is even more of a niche. If I believe in what I do, I will push the hell out of it and believe in what I do. If you start to say, oh well, I'm not going to be making off YouTube. Well, at the end of the day, personally, I never looked at YouTube as something from which you could make money. It's just another way to promote your music. And very honestly, that's what it is about anyway. Just for people to click play, see your sound, like it, put a thumb up, or just show the amount of views that you have on a video. From that, you can get eventually sponsors and translate this kind of information into monetary, incomes. But be smart, man. I mean, there's no, how could you explain that there's a random guy, 19 years old kid in his bedroom doing stupid things, getting like over a million clicks? Sorry. So why not you with your music and your creativity, your intelligence and gift, able to generate that? It's also the way we sell ourselves, the deep house music and all that. There's this very cliquey thing, deep enough. Oh, look, at the end of the day, music is music, and it has many forms. You may not like that form, but you gotta respect it. It is what it is. But if you want to become, it's like somebody who say he needs or she needs money, but doesn't want to work for it. Doesn't want to, give in a little bit of sweat. Well, I'm sorry, that's what it is. Oh yeah, but I'm sweating all the time. I'm in the studio working hard, trying to have deals with this or that label. It's the way you present yourself. What do you have to offer to that label that will make them attracted in you? Nowadays, no labels spend money on the artist. There's no more, budgets for tours or anything like that. You have to do everything on your own. You pretty much have to create the whole project, bring it finished to the label and say, okay, this is what I've done, this is what I have. You got to present them your whole strategy, and then if they grab it, they'll definitely work with you. It's not about YouTube or Vimeo, etc. At the end of the day, it's additional information, always useful, but I still believe in the old school way of things, When people I have a lot of people, for example, on my Facebook, younger guys who are trying to get released on my label, and I'm like, and the way they come at me, it's like, yo, listen to my song. Dude, who are you? I mean, it can be the hardest piece. I'm not gonna bite on it because you just don't know how to, I'm not even gonna call you rude, you just don't know. So I'm not gonna blame you. But because you don't know, I'm not going to be spending my time listening to your music because I got other things to do. And it's all about that. Know how to present yourself. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I want to do. Show that you want to build rather than just, surfing off a wave, That's what I believe is important. So YouTube and all that is good. Just know how to use it. And look at it as another tool to promote yourself. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But at least, you have your materials there, so whatever. Well, first of all, I'm always about, I'm probably my tone to networks was probably a bit, directive or whatever. But just it's because when I speak like that, it's because I think about all the things that I hear on a daily basis and from people left and right. First of all, there's a big problem of ego. People have to put their ego aside sometimes and just stick their hands in the crap, In the crap, not literally, but it's like, look, at the end of the day, we're all humans. if you want to become somebody successful in what you love, then learn to be humble. First point. Second point, have a vision of yourself. Really trust in your project. Trust in yourself. Trust in your ability to do greater than you really do. And truly visualize yourself. The visualization is key. I would have not been here with you. You would have never even called me to do an interview if I wasn't visualizing myself to be at the point I'm at, and probably even beyond tomorrow. We'll see. But at the end of the day, it's about visualizing. Who do you want to work with? What do you want to accomplish? For what purpose? And believe me, if it's right for you, and if you fight for it, because there will be hard times. And referring to the first question of DJ Shadow, yes, I'm sorry, the Van Gogh life, and we have another saying in Africa, you must suffer as an artist, or whatever you do as a human being. To do great things, you will suffer a lot. You will go through thick and thins, but most of the time, it's going to be hard times, no food, not knowing how you're going to be paying bills, it's probably even being on the street, but never fail to keep the faith, and never fail to work harder, and don't let nobody walk on your feet. Respect others, and just keep moving. At the end of the day, if you believe in yourself and are humble enough to accept advices, accept to also hear that what you're doing is not right, or it's not the right way to do it, then you'll be okay. But key element is believing in yourself, faithful, and respectful. If you got that, as far as I'm concerned, if you want to do music that has a meaning, even though people who do commercial music, you know, it's not about the format or what you do, it's who you need to be if you want to become, you know, great in what you do. So we all the same at the end of the day. The only difference between us is our determination to become who we want to be and give ourselves the tools to make that happen. I'm not necessarily rich, I'm not necessarily poor. Financially, it's a question that everybody can discuss, but I know that my heart and my soul are rich with faith, humility. At least I'm trying to always stay humble, because that's not easy, it's not a granted thing. But my focus and my targets, I always keep them. That is for sure. You know, and you gotta have a little bit of swagger. You know, that's another thing. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of swagger, but keep the humility. So sorry, it was a bit of a long advice, but that's all I can say. You know, I can't, you know, hide information from you guys. If it can help some of you, I'll be more than happy to hear about you in the next couple of years. But it's gonna take time. For some of you, it's gonna be quick. For some, it's gonna take time. But no matter how long it takes, you'll make it. If you really believe in it, you'll be all right.